guys, it's Big Merc from Team Relinquish, coming at you with another deck profile from locals. I got top 8, we split top 8 at Cards and Board Games on Thursday. I didn't play Fan Nights again, I ended up playing Traptrix Amazement. The deck's fun, I built it, I made this build on Wednesday night, said yeah, let's just play this. No one's going to really expect it. Let's just get around to the deck profile. Start off with the Traptrix monsters, play 3 Marmelio. Of course, search your trap holes. 2 Mantis, search any other Traptrix monster. Double Dianea. I thought about playing 3 of this. It's probably better to play 3 of this, but the 2 is fine. And then 2 Vesiculo. This card is, I'll probably cut this 2-1 and play the 3rd Dianea. To be honest, it doesn't really do much right now. I never actually use that as an extender or anything. Next, for the Amazement cards, Amazement monsters, just 2 Arlecchino. I don't know why I can't speak right now, but it's whatever. This card's busted. It lets you go for OTKs pretty easily. And then, of course, double Parallel Exceed. I never needed the 3rd one. To be honest, whenever I used to play 3, it's either I never saw it or I saw 2, and then 1 was always dead in my hand. So, playing just a 2 works perfectly fine. Next, for the spells, I only played 5 spells. Double Pot of Prosperity, double Amazement Time Ticket, and then 1 Call by the Grave. This is just so I can see Arlecchino a little bit more often, because I only own 2. So I'd probably play 3 if I had a 3rd one. And also, it comes up kind of to set the traps on my opponent's turn. And I just don't like 3 of this, really. Because I want to use my extra deck still a little bit, but it's just there. Next, for the traps, of course, over half the deck is traps. I'll start off with the trap holes. I'll play 2 Floodgate still, 2 Bottomless, and 2 Gravedigger trap hole. This probably isn't going to change anytime soon unless another trap hole becomes relevant. Of course, everyone knows Book of Moon Forever. You should know what Bottomless does, and this card won me a couple games yesterday. People forget that not only does it stop hand effects, but also stops grave and banish effects, and the 2000 burn is just busted sometimes. Next, for the Amazement trap cards. Now, I did cut 1 card from this package from last time. I'm just playing the 3 Horror House and the 2 Cyclone Coaster. I cut the Racing card because it didn't really come up with that much. These were broken all night. This really just starts Arlecchino. I never use this effect to pop, but Booking Monsters was just busted, as you can see. Next, the card you want to see turn 1 with the Traptrix monster, just so you can get Sarah's effect off, 3 Shade Brigadine. Next, going second, the 1 hand trap I do play, the 3 Infinite Impermanence. You want to see this with Arlecchino going second. So, of course, you can get at least 2 interruptions. Next, I played Double Strike. These are more generic traps. Double Strike, just because having a counter trap in the deck is actually pretty good, especially while going second. Say you're against a Drytron board. You can open this and like another trap that can get rid of the board, like the next 2 cards, like Compulse or Torrential. And they try to negate. You negate their Herald, get rid of their field, or stuff like that. Just helps out a little bit. I don't think I was playing the Compulse or the Torrential last time. And then, of course, the 1 of Imperial Order. I think I only saw it like maybe once or twice. It wasn't as much as last time that I played this deck, but cards busted, of course. I played 5 spells, so there's no point of not playing it. Playing 42 cards. Next, of course, Field Center and tokens. Like I always say, play yourself and always rep my team. Extra deck. 3 Sarah. I was going to cut one of these for Degusto Emerald, but I was like, Degusto Emerald's not really that important, especially with a card I'm playing in the side deck I'll show you. That just won almost every game that I played it in. That 1 second, it was just busted. The 1 Calaria. I actually only made her once yesterday. It was okay. The one Asa, it's actually not bad, especially with people playing Panker Tops and stuff like that. Just steal it, pop something, leave it on field. You can do it again next turn. A little nightmare package, the Phoenix and Unicorn. Of course, everyone knows what these two cards do now. And then, of course, one access code for getting rid of problematic boards and just out stuff and go for game. Next, for the rank 4s, well, the Xyz monsters, of course, the one Rafflesia. You should always be ending this as your 5th card, your 5th summon. The only time you really don't is if you know your opponent's not playing the Nibiru. Like, if you know they're not playing in the main deck, and then it's fine, but you should always be ending with it on your 5th summon. The one Abyss Dweller actually did pretty good against Drytron, so it's not too bad. The one Exciton Knight, this card's busted if it actually goes off. Like, in theory, it's good. Same thing as like Zeus. Pretty much if, like, say if you're going second, you side in like Dark Rule No More and stuff like that. Dark Rule No More the field, Exciton Knight the field. You're winning from there. One Tornado Dragon, just out of the back row decks. One Type 3 Pre-Doer. Against Phantom Knights, I ended up having like 8 or 9 materials underneath this. I kind of wish I played Zeus, because having a 10 material Zeus is pretty broken, but it's whatever. And then, of course, Utopia Lightning. Yeah, this out's actually a lot of cards right now. It's not bad. Except for the extract. For the side deck, I always tell everybody is always player choice, depending on what your locals is like, depending on what the meta is like there. For me, there's normally a lot of Tri-Brigade, some Drytron, Salad, Invoked, and stuff like that. So this first card's broken. Triple Dimension Shifter. This card, every time I saw it going second, every time I sided in, I saw it while going second, I saw it, and it just blew my opponent out to where they pretty much just passed their turn, and I just won from there. Next, of course, I play the one Feather Duster and double Cyclone to out any other back row deck. And yeah, also out some Mystic Mine and stuff like that. Double Dark Rule No More, just out problematic fields, like, of course, Drytron's field. Game 1 against Drytron, yeah, I had nothing to combat Herald with like 4 negates in hand, so I just said, okay, game 2 without showing them the deck. They sided incorrectly, and then just won from there. Going first cards, double anti-spell, of course, so you don't get Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, Twin Twister, or anything like that. I actually got Dark Rule No More, I think game 1 against someone too, but it didn't matter. I still had 4 traps set, so yeah. Double Judgment. It's Judgment once again, so I don't get Lightning Storm, Evenly Matched, or anything like that. And then, speaking of Evenly Match, I played 3 Evenly Matches for going second. This card is bustable Arlecchino because you can Evenly Match and then summon Arlecchino. Also, you go Dark Rule No More, Evenly Match. Yeah, it's just busted against any back row deck, any Tri-Brigade deck, Prank Kids deck. Yeah. That's pretty much it for the deck profile. I went X1-1. We got top 8, like I said. Split top 8. It was a fun deck. See you guys.